Retirement has made me feel younger. I feel more alive than I did 20 years ago. And I really had to stop and look at maybe what is causing this shift. I have some great things I want to share with you. Let's get started. One of the biggest surprises for me in retirement is that I feel younger. In fact, I feel about 20 years younger. And it has to be attributed to the retirement lifestyle. So I sat down and sort of took some notes on what are the things that are different and how it may have impacted me feeling younger and even looking younger. The first thing, and maybe one of the most important things that I've identified, is I've lost the need to prove myself. I no longer am in a major business role. And even if I was, I've already accomplished what I consider to be the pinnacles of my career. And I'm just not in it for that anymore. I'm not climbing a ladder. I'm really doing things that I enjoy, whether it's work or leisure. And I feel that there's nothing that I need to prove. And this really takes the edge off in everything that I do. And so I really think this is a key factor of retirement, where we don't have to be on edge all the time, and that certainly does not bode well for good health. And so not having to feel the need to excel or prove myself in any situation, it offers a lot of peace, a lot of grace, and I can just be. I don't have to be doing, I can be. And after all, that is one of the wonderful things about retirement, and I think it's helping me to feel younger. The second key factor that's really identifiable is that I just stopped rushing. I used to rush all over the place. In fact, I always felt like I was running to catch a plane that I couldn't catch. And that catches up with you at some point in terms of stress and cortisol and inflammation. And so just being in a more relaxed pace and being in a town that's very laid back has contributed to me finally easing up a little bit about my rushing around. Now, when I first got here, I definitely still had that rush in me. I still wanted to go, and hurry up and get to a destination when I was driving. But over the course of time, I have eased up quite a bit, and I just don't feel like it's a massive hurry. I don't have to be anywhere at any specific time. And even though I am still working part-time, I just allow more time to get there leisurely. And it definitely is playing a part in probably lowering my blood pressure and making my overall general health even better. So it may have a direct impact on my health and well-being. I will tell you this, just kind of having a kicked back pace is awesome. One of the easiest things to identify is that I just have more free time. And I happen to use that free time to be outside a lot. I love sitting on my patio like I am right now and enjoying the breeze that is just luscious. It just seems life-affirming. Not to mention that being outside in the sunshine is invigorating. And in fact, some of the research I did in my master's degree showed that being in the sunshine in limited quantities can activate the HPA axis in the brain, which, not to get too technical, activates all of our hormonal sequences and keeps us in a peak healthy state. So just having a little dose of sun every day, whether it's direct or indirect, and being in the breeze and relaxing are three things that are a benefit of being outside more. Hi, I'm Tori, creator of this channel. I created this channel to focus on all the things retirement that are important to us, from pre-retirement planning to travel, to finances, to staying healthy, and to enjoying this time of life to the maximum. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, this is the channel for you. You are welcome here. And remember to like or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now let's get started. The fourth thing that I've identified is really just reconnecting with wonder. I fully embrace the new environment that I'm in, and there's lots of things I need to learn about. The history of the town and even the types of plants that grow here are very different than from the Northeast where I grew up. And so just being in awe of all of the things, it doesn't matter what it is, just being like a little kid and saying, wow, this is really cool, and luxuriating in that is wonderful. I'm way out in the country and we do get wildlife that is impressive. And so it's just kind of cool to, maybe see a bald eagle or a bobcat or something in the distance. It's really amazing. It's just kind of like being on vacation and being in a state of constant wonder. I think that definitely keeps you younger. Another key factor of staying young at heart and growing younger is constantly learning. And I do consider myself to be a lifelong learner. In fact, I have gone back to college and got a master's degree in my retirement years, but I also can learn just by reading or talking to the locals and hearing about the local history or watching a great documentary. There's so much to learn. It's constant. And keeping it local is really particularly interesting because it's where I live. And so I'm enjoying learning about the flora, the fauna, the birds that live here, the plants that are amazing. So it's just a great way to stay sharp and to continue to be curious. And I think curiosity has a lot to do with staying younger. Next is really just taking pleasure in the simple things, and that could be taking a walk with my dog or watching the sunset. It doesn't really matter what it is. And when you think about, you do these things on vacation, now you can do them in retirement. There's quite a bit of wonder that is associated with all of those things and just enjoying the simple moments. Maybe it's a desert rainstorm or watching some red-tailed hawks circle up above. It's just the simplicity of the moment that makes everything really special, and having the time to really notice, because when you were busy working, you didn't have the time to notice. And so this is also another point of relaxation and enjoyment. And last but not least, really choosing wisely how I take care of my body through diet and exercise and staying positive, having a positive frame of mind, eating really clean, good foods, and getting some kind of movement in every day if possible. Then I feel as though I'm preventing future things from happening. I am aging backward. At the end of the day, age is really just a number. And as long as we are moving forward in a positive direction, we can support our aging process the best that we can. Let me know in the comment section if any of this resonates, and what are some of the things that you've noticed are making you feel younger in your retirement or pre-retirement years. Thanks for joining. Please like or subscribe down below. It helps the channel to grow, and we love having you as part of the community. Don't forget to check the description box where you'll find links on other videos that support your retirement journey. Thanks for joining.